Hey everyone, so today we're going to be reviewing Bioshock for the PS3.
So this game, probably, the first thing I want to say, it probably is one of the best settings for a video game, ever.
Ever.
It just looks so cool. It basically takes place in Rapture, which is a utopian city created in the 1940s, I think. It was originally envisioned as kind of a place where scientists and scholars oppressed by governments and rules could go to express themselves and, carry out experiments that would never fly, in the civilized world.
Yeah, but now Rapture, which is located underwater, is really fucked up. There are these just crazy crackheads everywhere trying to kill you. They're called splicers.
Yeah, the citizens basically discovered this substance called Atom, I believe, and they found a way to splice their genes and change them in order to have superpowers, and it became kind of like a drug for them.
Yeah.
So they became what the game calls splicers.
Yeah, and there's these things called Little Sisters, which they harvest the atom, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and they have these things that protect them called Big Daddies, which are basically their bodyguards.
Yeah.
They just kill people.
And Big Daddies can get really pissed. You don't want to piss them off.
Yeah, you usually try to kill them, so you could either harvest or save Little Sister. And if you harvest her, it gives you more atom or something, right?
Yeah, it gives you maximum atom, but she won't survive.
And then if you just help her, you change her back to a normal little girl, because right now she's a little zombie freak.
Yeah, and then you get less atom for doing that, but this lady named Tenenbaum will, she says, if you rescue enough, she'll give you a substantial reward, so.
Yeah, I think you got a teddy bear once.
Yeah, it's kind of like a moral dilemma. I mean, it's a great way to, it makes you think about your choices, in this game. Because not a lot of games give you this type of choice where you can either choose to kill this innocent little girl or, rescue her, So you play as this kind of faceless character named Jack, who is on this plane that crashes in the middle of the ocean, and he sees this lighthouse, and since it's the only place to go,
he's in the middle of the ocean.
Yeah, there's no other place to go, so he just walks in. Pretty much there's no choice but to go down in this pod and enter Rapture, basically.
And then there's this character in the beginning or he's in most of the game. His name is Atlas, and he's guiding you through the entire thing.
Yeah.
And he helps you about weapons you should choose and people you should kill.
And I have to say, they did a really good job on the accents and the manner of speech,
voice acting.
Yeah, they talk like they should, in the 1960s,
We all come down here. Figured we all be part of Ryan's great chain. Turns out Ryan's chain is made of gold, and ours are the sort with the big iron ball around your ankle. He's up in Fort Frolic banging fashion models. We're down in it.
Also in this game, it's not really only weapons you're going to be using. You also, like we said, you use the atom, where it's basically this syringe, and you just stab yourself, right?
Yeah, it's called an e-hypo or something.
Yeah, and it gives you these powers. One gives you the power to shoot electricity out of your hands, and they help you not only for battles, but it also helps you for things getting to different areas of Rapture.
Yeah, these powers, I mean, it's kind of a unique thing about this game. You can be really creative with how you dispose of splicers. You could freeze them and then just whack them with your wrench and they fall into little pieces, or you could incinerate them. There's just so many options when you encounter these things.
Yeah, it's a really, really fantastic game.
And by the way, this game is not meant to be pure horror. It's more creepy than jump out freaking scare you.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be really creepy since there's a lot of blood and these splicer things just coming around trying to kill you and screaming. Also, there's when you walk around, it's really quiet. There's not much you could hear music, but it's in the background.
Yeah, it's ambient music from the scenery,
Yeah, and then there's these crazy people talking. You could hear them, they're just talking to themselves.
Yeah.
Just saying. There's this one where this guy's singing this song about Jesus. He's like, I love Jesus, yes I do. It's like, read the Bible, and then he like freaks out, and a Big Daddy comes out of nowhere and just destroys him.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I love this game.
Yeah, I mean, it's the music. I think the music really contributes to, like, the creepy, twisted atmosphere, because while you're, like, killing these splicers in the most brutal way possible, there'll be this, like, vintage, like, happy music in the background.
Yeah. I don't think we mentioned it, but you could also get, like, if you kill a splicer, you could search the body for different things, like money.
Yeah.
The thing is, if you search it for so much, you're never going to need any, like, upgrades or anything. Or, like, you don't need anything to get more money or do anything, like, more ammo. Because you find these things on, like, all these splicers. You get a lot of stuff.
Yeah, we're not actually sure what these Big Daddies are. Like, are they people in a diving suit?
Are they splicers in a diving suit?
Yeah, like, we're not sure, but whatever. It adds to the mystery.
Yeah, there's a lot of mystery in this game. You're in, like, this unknown world trying to figure out, like, what's going on.
Yeah, definitely. What's kind of funny is that this game tries to be, like, freaky as hell, and it works. They did it really well, but while we're playing, we're just, like, having this funny commentary.
Yeah.
And it's just, like, I don't know. I mean, I know different people have different stimuli, so I've read a lot of people getting freaked out. They can't even play this game.
I don't know how you get freaked out.
Yeah, it's just like different people get scared of different things, but...
Like, when I played this game, I'm just like, there will be like a bunch of splicers, and that I would be like, I'm gonna kill you! And I'd be like, oh, you're gonna kill me, headshot, bitch! Oh yeah, up your ass! And then they're like on the floor, and they're dead, and I just keep on shooting at them.
Yeah.
I'm just like an asshole to them.
But like, you know, just in case, because we know different people react to different things, you should definitely play the demo first, because you don't want to waste money.
Yeah, you might not like this sort of game.
Yeah.
But I really like it, actually. Also, what I really like about this game also is that they actually have these flashbacks to these moments that happened, or like these ghosts just appear, and it's basically like going back in time and seeing what happened there. It's pretty interesting. You know what I'm talking about, right, Brad?
Yeah, definitely.
What are you waiting for, city? It's beautiful!
And the graphics, I mean, considering this game originally came out in 2007, I mean, they're really good.
Yeah. They do look kind of realistic, but they have sort of like a cartoon element to them.
Yeah, there's very subtle, like, cartoony side to this game.
Yeah. I like it. A lot.
And another thing to mention is that there is a bit of backtracking in this game. Like, you might go to an area and you're like, oh, I'm finished, so you move on, but then the game tells you, oh, you haven't harvested or rescued all the little sisters in this area, so you should go back and look for them.
Yeah, and if you don't know yet what the main point of the game is, it's to harvest little sisters and to get out of Rapture. That's what you're trying to do.
Yeah, you're basically trying to escape or survive, really. So the game is like, it's definitely like a beefy single player mode, like 20 hours at least. And it doesn't really need a multiplayer. Like, there was never a point where I was playing and like Austin was watching or he was playing, like we were like, oh, this game should have multiplayer.
Yeah, it's also a really easy game to get into. The controls aren't hard at all.
Yeah, so it's definitely worth the cash. It's not that expensive nowadays, so you should be able to get it for like $15.
Okay, thank you for watching. Happy gaming.
Something must be done about Fontaine. While I was buying buildings and fish futures, he was cornering the market on genotypes and nucleotide sequences. Rapture is transforming before my eyes. The great chain is pulling away from me. Perhaps it's time to give it